Hey everyone, I just read Halo, the Cole Protocol by Tobias S. Buckell, and it was surprisingly decent. I don't know if I keep liking these books so much because I go into them expecting a train wreck every time, or if I just have terrible taste, or if they are just genuinely that good. But here we are. It's a book about an ongoing war between humanity and a group of hostile aliens called the Covenant, in which one side is trying to protect the location of Earth, the other is trying to acquire it, and the lengths both sides will go to do so at the expense of neutral parties caught in the middle of the conflict, like the insurrectionists living in an asteroid belt called the Rubble. The pros? This book explores some interesting aspects of the setting that have never really got much focus before in the novels or the games, mainly how the war with the Covenant heightens the conflict between the various human factions rather than bringing them together, with the UNSC's rabid need to keep Earth's location a secret causing the already hostile insurrectionists to resist them even more. It was really interesting. There are a lot of viewpoints and factions and plot threads present in the novel, but it juggles them well. I really enjoyed the way they all started out very separate before the book drew them in together like a braided rope for the climax. You do not understand how happy I am that the Spartans didn't overwhelm the book like always. And Jacob Keyes really held the book together. It was great to have him as a returning protagonist, and his plot, especially early on when it's mostly human on human conflict, kept me really engaged. The cons? For how well the book sets everything up, the plot kinda collapses under its own weight during the climax, and the ending is oddly weighted in the UNSC's favour for how grey the conflict was presented as at the beginning. The sheer number of layers there are to the big conspiracy in this book is insane. It goes so deep that it stops being interesting and clever and loops back around to being ridiculous. It was just too much. And if I had to pick a least favourite of the plot threads, it would have to be the Arbiters. By necessity, he has to be kept out of the way for most of the conflict, and by the end he hasn't really done much except gone through a bit of character development. This was a fun read. It's so much like the Expanse books by James S. A. Corey that I'd almost consider it plagiarism if this novel didn't predate that series by several years. So if you're a fan of those stories or a fan of the Halo games, maybe you'll find something to like here. But as always, it's hard to recommend a video game tie-in to people uninterested in the source material. Still, I definitely don't regret reading it, and I'm giving Halo the Cole Protocol a B. What should I read next? Comment down below. If you liked the review and want to see more, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.